Aries, how you doing? Welcome to your daily, no, not your daily, your weekly reading here on the Astroflower. It's going from the 17th to the 23rd of June. Yes, so I think we saw the last sort of pop from the sun. I haven't really looked at it today, but it seems like we're getting a little bit more consistency of energy coming up. And I don't know whether I said it on your last week's reading, but it's almost as if like energy is allowing things to just, now it's stopped churning around, it's allowing things to float to the surface. So we're recognizing as collectively what we don't want, what we can, it's filtering out a lot of stuff. And that's also been in people's lives as well. So yes, it may well be happening for you. Tell me what you think in the comments basically. Let's just see what's going on for you. Overall energies here, karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influence on the universe, influence on past self, future self, general outcome or lesson of the week. Okay, let's just see what's going on for you. It feels like a real divine week for you already coming off of this. I almost get like sort of like, like chanting or prayers or something like that, sort of like real solace sort of stuff. Look at that. The judgment cards. Yeah, this is a divine calling I'm getting for you on this. You may notice a lot of synchronicities, like numbers coming together and stuff like that, that sort of thing. And it's all about getting you in the divine direction, as it were, on your relationship, on your karmic path. This is similar to, who was it? I think it was Leo. It's standing up, or is it Sagittarius? It was another fire sign. Standing up in your boots, and it seems like that. It seems like your karmic path is finally making that transition from raking over the past to stepping into the future. That's what it seems like here. A tower moment. I don't think this is a bad tower moment at all, actually. It's on your karmic path as well. So it's to do with, more than anything, the way in which you it's to do with belief systems. It's the way in which you believe love should be, or relationships should be, or fun should be, or happiness. I think you're realizing that this week, and it's giving you a bit of a wow sort of thing. And I think that's as far as the tower going. For some of you, obviously, it can be a major tower moment. So be careful of that. But it's on your karmic path. It's something that you need to go through. The universe is offering this similar sort of thing, this transitional sort of thing, and it's getting into the latter stages of that transition. And your past is all to do with this judgment. It's all to do with this divine thing. And the future is a lot more stable. I think this tower needs to happen for it in order to be stable. And what is the lesson for this week here? This lesson is about sort of kind of going, what do I want? That's what it appears to come through. Yeah, the universe here is giving you the Seven of Swords on, this is how the universe is influencing this. This is making you a lot more, now I'm not saying intelligent, because I think you're very intelligent generally. All the Aries I know tend to be pretty intelligent. When they know what they're doing, and you're really focused on what you're doing, and you don't try and be something else, that's when, and you be really genuine, that's when you really come to your fore. So I think here this tower moment is helping you to understand yourself and to be a lot more in step with what is in alignment with you. Yeah, from your past, it's Hangman, seeing things in a different way. This is all to do with the judgment card, as I said. I think here is you're starting to realise that the past, this is the beginning of that lesson of, and what about me? Sort of, and what do I want? Sort of scenario. And in the future, you get the Emperor. Yeah, this is that karmic path and your connection to the universe that is standing upright. It's going through that final transition stage, and that's what the tower is all about. It's learning a lot about yourself, and it's going to only empower you as you go forward. It's going to make you very much more secure about your engagement in the world around you. And that's what the lesson is. And what about me? It's all about you. This is about the train of thought. Um, it's very much playing in alignment with the Seven of Swords here. It's about your crowning glory. And it's you that's being crowned here in regards to your relationships here. And as I said, the energy's been coming back and coming back. And it's bringing this stuff to the surface. And you are working out this week, kind of sort of saying, seeing things differently. What things I no longer need to worry about or do or not do in order to be happy and to live life. And this is going to be like a crowning glory for you, I think. Really, really nice, beautiful, very beautiful. It is very divine. It's a real enlightenment sort of thing. On your financial side, this is trailing a bit. It's got a similar sort of vibe to the relationship side, but it's trailing a bit. It's still caught up in the past. I think here is sort of like, with this understanding about, and what about me, I think this will infect your financial side. And it's almost sort of saying, you've got to free yourself up here. Yeah, you get the Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. This is, at some point, if you want to go after what you want in life, it's only you that can go after it. And if you want that new job, or if you want that business to work, or that project to work, you've got to take yourself out of the throes of life and apply yourself. And I think that's what that card is all about. And yes, at the very beginning, you may need to invest time, money, effort into it. Therefore, you're going to be losing money, time and effort. But you're constructing something in order to do that. And that's why the Five of Pentacles is in the stained glass window, because it's a real blessing for you. This reinvesting in yourself, I think, is really important. The universe is much more in line with this side than your karmic path. I think you need to pick up a bit of speed here, get a bit more oomph and determination in your life about it. And I think the universe is almost nudging you as if to say, go on, Aries, your past is your past. There's not a great deal coming off of that one. Your future is really nice, and I think it depends upon how you apply yourself in all of this. And what's the general lesson that comes out of this? I think the general lesson here is kind of saying, I could work and I could do 100 hours a week, right? Let's just say, right, in your dreams, 100 hours a week, but then I wouldn't be able to live. I wouldn't be able to do anything. And I think here is where your financial side, or your job, your business and your project, you could be going after a situation where you want actually more space and time to explore your emotions. And I think that could well be the lesson that comes out of it. Yeah, the Hermit here. The Hermit has learned a lot. Goes well with that card there. The shadow side. A real blessing here. Divine moment. You're finally standing up, knowing both sides of the coin. So you can actually then choose which side of the coin you want to be living from. Yeah, I think you've been, as I say, this is your past. Chariot cards. I said there was nothing really going on there. I think there has been a lot maybe in the past. And you know how to get the best. And you know how to get the job done. That's what you've proved to yourself. But at what cost? And that's where you're going on to a new era in your life. And with that new era, yeah, you are starting to manifest things. And I think that's tied into the overall energies here. It is a divine plan that you're working on. You're trying to manifest a financial world, or you should be trying to manifest a financial world. This is what you should be trying to do if you're playing directly with the energies. So it brings out the best in you. And the wisdom of the financial world. So either you work to live or you live to work. That is the sort of question you should be answering here. And that's your wisdom. If let's say you're doing a particular job that is absolute, you love doing, as a job, it could be, designing or whatever, and you love it, so it doesn't seem like work, then that's fine. But if you're doing a job that you're kind of going, yeah, well, I want to, because I want that money, because I want to spend it, I want to do these things in my life, then therefore you're on a case to work to live. And I think this applies a lot more to everybody, every Aries at the moment. It's getting into that work to live and helping it manifest what you so desire for you. And it is a divine moment. It's an enlightening moment for you. A real enlightening moment for you. Look at that judgment. Judgment with the King of Cups, King of Pentacles. This is all through knowledge and understanding. You're very good at that. Sitting in your power through knowledge and understanding. And it's also tied into the family, helping others, and that knowledge of how it can help others. Your experiences. And I think the universe here is sort of like calling you to that divine place where we talked about it, or I did readings about Aries, must have been about a year ago, about you taking, and it was a repetitive thing that came through, of being a pillar within your family. And I think you've now got the knowledge of how to do that, and now it's your calling to actually do it with ease, without having to learn about it. Look at that. With the Tower card, you get the Ten of Cups. This is this happiness after difficulty. Yes, I do believe it's a readjustment and how you engage your emotions or your belief systems of how things work. And it's going to make you incredibly happy in the future. Yeah, there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of influence and beautiful influence in your life, really, from the universe here. There's a lot of communication. It's giving you that focal point that's making you a lot more sort of intelligent about how you put your money, time, your emotions, how you engage in your relationships, basically, of what you want to live. And I think that should be the forefront of your mind, really. The Hangman, you get the Queen of Swords. You've got the King of Swords at the top. And this is what I was talking about, and you've got the Ace of Swords at the top. This Hangman, seeing things differently from your past, about your past, is allowing you to take a direction. That's what the Queen of Swords does. But in order to take this direction, things have to be straight on your financial side. And this is where it's like a good plan coming together. It's a real divine plan coming together. An enlightenment moment from a divine plan. Emperor with the Three of Swords. I think this is to do with your crown and glory. And in the future, you're going to so own it that you will no longer be pestered, distracted by painful situations or people that, weren't looking for your best interests at heart. And it's because of that you're almost taking that direction. But I would certainly look to the future and don't look to the past. And don't try and bring too much of that past into your future. Look at that, with the Ace of Swords, you get the Queen of Pentacles. This is about knowing your future. This is the Queen of Pentacles. She's so sure. Look at the nice smile she's got on her face. You know what I mean? She's almost sitting there just sort of saying, and I know these fruits, these rewards are going to be dropping into my hands. I don't have to worry about it. Because the tree of knowledge is giving you that. And that's what that's all about. And the lesson here is that lesson of you sort of saying, and what about me? Because that's the thing you can affect the most. And you can affect it so much that you create the best for you. This is it. Going into a new world. It might be a case here, as I said, that you kind of take you kind of look at it and you kind of go, well, actually, I'm going to go for this job. It's paid less, but at the same time, I work 15 hours a week less. So I've got a lot more time to enjoy my life, as it were. And I think this is the sort of situation that's coming to the surface for you. With the Hermit, you get the Page of Swords. Knowing your dark side, knowing the good and bad side of everything, and I think this is where the universe is really helping you out here to really convert it into what you want. Knowing the, jobs, business and projects, they're great fun, we all enjoy it, we all get infused by it and everything like that, but it does have downsides. And that's what the universe is trying to sort of say to you here, sort of saying, be light on your feet, but be very conscious of the downsides of working too much, investing too much, or whatever it is. From your past, the Chariot, you got your heart in there. And that's what I mean about sort of, you've done a lot of work in the past, and has it given, you've put your heart into it. Has it given you the returns? Might not have. But what it has done is actually progressed you further down the path. You are who you are today because of your past. It's just the way it goes. And I think you've got that in your reserve at any given point to bring out. You can step it up a gear. If you step it down a gear and you're okay, at any given point you can then step it back up a gear. And I think this is what your past is teaching you here. That at any given point you can step it up a gear if you so desire. With the Magician, you get the Strength card. Being strong and true to that idea of, and what about me? Sort of scenario. Getting rid of your doubts. Putting yourself a little bit to the test. Following your wisdom. And this is what the wisdom's coming out of this. Saying, do you know what? I can do this. It's okay. I can downsize. It's okay. In fact, I want to downsize. I don't want to have to deal with all of that rubbish anymore. And this is the acorn that makes for the oak. And it's certainly within you, absolutely beautiful, divine moments. Look at that. That's your overall energy. And that's the outcome for that. And you've got the Ace of Swords over there. That's just so great. I think it's... I know Aries always sorts it out. I have a lot of faith in Aries. You always sort it out. Absolutely brilliant. Really, really enjoyable. So, there you go. Thanking you very much for being here. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Really do. Much appreciate all the support you give to this channel. YouTube has decided to give up on us, so any support is more than welcome. It's absolutely beautiful to see. All left for me to say is, don't forget, life should be fun. Don't forget about you. Life should be fun, so please do enjoy.